Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. It's Mr. Cheese. We've got a fantastic one for you today. It is Japan, and it's January the 1st, 36. As for Japan, what are we going to be doing today? We need a couple of assistances for our lovely Japanese, and in no particular order, we're going to do this one, which is called the Arago Proving Ground, expanding it. And what are we doing with this? Well, we're going to increase our artillery attack by 1,000,000% and our infantry by 1,000,000%. Brilliant stuff. That should help. And also, we're going to do the Eastern Road and steel expansion, which gives us 500,000 aluminium, 600,000 steel, and 600,000 rubber. So we should be good. We should be absolutely good. We're going to get all the resources we need. And we basically got Iron Man times 150,000 all around Asia, winning everything for the Japanese. So that's the tactic. So let me do the initial housekeeping with Japan, and I'll get them national focuses going, and I'll show you what's changed. Right, housekeeping done. As for national focus, let me click that. We're doing the industry here, and we're going to come down and get this road and steel expansion and get that 500,000 plus aluminium, steel, rubber, and that'll get us going. And steel's so important. Japan start with bugger all, to put it mildly. 22 steel, no rubber at all, not much oil, and 3 aluminium. So there's help needed there. And we're on our way to do that. Once we've done this, we'll go down the other pathway, and then we can get the 1,000,000% bonus on the troops. Shipping, I've just sent everybody together up there, and I'll be splitting that up with Yamamoto. Chucked all the men together, convert them all to infantry, and I'm going to be chopping apart the infantry, because I want a situation where I can get that XP, and then I can edit the template. And my template is going to be very simple. There's not going to be much complexity to it. It's just going to be infantry and artillery, and we'll just knife through butter our way across the world. So that's our situation. I'm just going to press that play button. We're going to get as much time through there. I'll update you when we get the resources, and around when we're getting the improvement on the attack for the men and the artillery. And hey, let's see what happens when we eventually declare war with China, and we should very easily push China out the way and all the remaining allies to the Chinese Republican Party. And of course, historically, the Chinese Soviet Republic, which is Mao, turns into what is China today. And the guys here in blue at the end of World War II, they actually moved over to Taiwan. And that's kind of part of the argument that the communists that took over China kind of say, hey, we want this back, because Japan had it in World War II, but the Republic of China went here, and that's why there's conflict and grumpiness over land, as there always is around our lovely world. So let me press the pause button, and I'll load it up once we've done a bit of work. Okay, so we're back on. Just press pause. It was February 1936, so we've only had a month. We've done that first set of developments on the national focus, and you can see the computer's getting itself in a bit of a twist with the stupid number of steel, rubber, and aluminium we've got. That's going to give us a massive bonus in a second, especially to shipping, because when I come down here and we say, look at the submarine world, we know, for example, that when we're looking at our, say, basic submarine, these things are just steel. So kind of simple to make, not difficult at all, and we can do that kind of thing. There we go. So we can now build, and even though we need 20 steel, it's now an irrelevance, and we can start just pumping out shipping left, right, and centre. But being more realistic, what are we going to do? Let's go to destroyers. There we are. Get rid of them ones. I'll decommission them. Let's get this destroyer, and we'll actually do a 5 and 5. So once we've built another dock. And we'll a little bit of OCD there, but we'll get that going and we'll start pumping out loads of these. And at the moment for Yamamoto, he's got 194 anyway. By the time we pick on the Americans, we could have hundreds and hundreds of ships, and that's my plan. So that's the good news there. The other good news is one of the things that we're looking at is the infantry equipment, which we need to fix. So we need lists to settle. I am doing some exercising to get that XP up, so I know that we've got a little bit of attrition. But that's important because we need to change this template here for the Shidan. There's too many men, and we don't need half of this nonsense. So yeah, we just have to bite our lip a little bit on some attrition. But this is a marathon, not a sprint. And a World War II update, of course. The Rhineland has now been remilitarized over there in Europe. So obviously we're Japan in Asia, and the Germans now are happy. I've actually got Iron Man mode on, which I accidentally left on because I actually wanted to turn the Fog of War on so we could watch battles in Europe. But hey, these things happen. We'll still see what's happening. So we've done it. We've actually now completed the expand of the Irago. So that's a 1,000,000% bonus. But to the naked eye, you don't see that. If I go onto one of my infantry team, you can see things like a soft attack and a defense and reliabilities, but you don't see the adjuster that kind of says, oh, and by the way, there's a 1,000,000% bonus on here. If there is one, I'm not sure where that would live, to be honest. But anyway, that's not the end of the world. The point is we actually do have it. And we're going to see that when it kicks off. We will absolutely see that 100%. So now our national focuses can go back to things that we know we need to do related to the politics of basically picking on people in Asia. So I'll get onto that one. Let's get a war. Okay, world update, and December 23rd, 36, and the Spanish Civil War's kicked in. So history is as expected so far. So we're at war with China. We've had the Marco Polo incident. So the Japanese Empire and the Chinese United Front. Shanxi are not involved yet, but we have to be careful because we know that we're going to come into China here. But you're going to get Shanxi joining. You've got Mao. And what you don't want is all your troops down here, and then these guys start spreading. So it's about being smart with the way that you is probably the best word I'd use. So let's start with this guy, and I'm going to bring him just... Actually, let me not do that. Let me take him... Oops, let me delete that line. There we go. Let's get to the river. So let's do that as the first starter. We'll stop these guys doing their training. And we'll control the attacks. Now, I can chuck some aircraft in here. So let's throw... we don't need a huge amount of aircraft. We'll go for air superiority and some close support, because we do have some aircraft. But this, in theory, should just be a knife through butter, because simply we've got that 1,000,000% advantage. So let's press that button. And, whoops, tell you what might help. Enabling the guy. Actually, let's enable them all. These guys are doing nothing. They're staying on the border, but... whoa, that was fast. That was fast. Okay, we've got some national focuses to sort out. It's the only problem with the game. You kind of click on it, it just starts doing... I'm actually well too fast, aren't I? I'm too fast for the 1,000,000%. So I'm dropping my speed down. Yeah, so you can see what's happening now. Very easy invasion here. Let's send some of these guys this way. Army faction loses influence. Okay, so we're going through here, and the terrain doesn't help here. That's why it just takes a little bit longer. And we are going to take key parts. So again, we can come down here. So let's go there. These guys can come across. These two guys can come here. So as much as we've got a battle plan, we are doing a little bit of help. So you can see this is one of the things I try and do, just nice and structured. And particularly now because Shanxi have joined. So with Shanxi joining, we just have to be careful here. And this is now all the way, including Samman. So we will do this here with our second force. And we'll just leave the other two guys just chilling on there at the moment. Although this guy, actually, let's send him to finish Mao off. And he's kind of just the fellow who looks after things. So I'm going to fast forward this and I'll load it up, and you can see I don't want to sit here for 3 hours showing you everything I do. So, but you can see the idea. We're going to clear up this mess, and then we'll start a board across here, and then just come down and finish off China. Okay, so let's have a quick look. We've come down here. We're just going to finish off Mao. There he goes. Yeah, Mao's done, which is fantastic. We just need to get rid of this Menjiang, which isn't complex. We're just going to encircle that. I'll move across here, and then we'll come down in like a V shape and wipe out the Chinese. But this 1,000,000% is working a treat because, again, let's not forget, this is our template. We've got a couple of infantry and an artillery, and that's it. That's it. We just need to get rid of... this is just our garrison. You know, that's our template. It's as simple as that. And we're just carving our way through China. So we've just been doing some national focus on shipping. We've got a few more dockyards. So we're just starting to build full whack of basic cruisers. And again, we've got destroyers and subs on the way. Current Japanese naval fleet, let me click, is 207. So the ships are appearing. As for logistics, we are losing infantry, but we have got 24,000 spare now. Artillery, we do need to get some military factories and start producing more as well. That's your problem. Got loads of resources, but I need military factories. So again, you can see the Japanese forces carving our way through. Looks like we've just had a little bit of a... it's lost its link. Yeah. One of the things just to watch out with Hearts of Iron, these things happen where your link kind of disappears. Let's get back to Shanxi there. So might be a good point in time. Let's reset all of those and reset our men. Okay, so we've just done that. We've just reset our guys. I've just moved the map slightly down and zoomed out so you can see it without these pop-ups annoying too much. Let's get some research. Yeah, we're slow with research. That's one of Japan's problems. Yeah, but this is kind of settling up now. Got a national photo. We've got some more. We have some more dockyards. Let me have a think. So we've got another capitulation. Sam Mars capitulated. China is still giving it the battle, but we're going to polish these guys off very soon. So as expected, no real trouble there. Knife through butter. As far as production's concerned, I just threw more into cruisers. I wanna get some XP with my shipping first, and then start building the super heavy battleships even more so, kind of Yamato class. Boy, are China stubborn. Wow, that took a while. Only joking. We're just going to do a select all there, a select all there. We're not doing any of this puppet nonsense. We're dominating the world. I'll have to worry about troops and guns, but that's my problem, and I'll sort that one out. Submit, confirm and exit, and hey presto, there we are. So what we've got now is the Anschluss has been completed by Germany, and at the moment Franco's got the advantage in Spain in the Civil War. So Franco's on his way possibly to winning, but you can never tell. German Reich have taken the Anschluss, most likely with Sudetenland next, and of course the world over here is huge, where China are completely capitulated, and we're doing the test the Soviets. Hey, any war declared with the Soviet Union, we're taking this. If we did declare on the Allies, France are gone, Burma are gone, and the Raj are gone. I'm surprised Sikyang didn't join in to the war, fully communist, but maybe they realised it was pointless. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there. At the moment, just going to build some more logistics. We just need to kind of boost some of this, particularly the artillery. I will start doing anti-aircraft soon and add them into my. I might not need planes because my men are so powerful and the artillery. So, and by the way, I've reduced the template even more. One man, one artillery. That's it. Okay, let me press play and see who I can pick on next. So Germany declared war on Poland, and you can see this isn't taking long either. It's October of 39. There we go. And Poland has capitulated. So the World War II now is official. We're just jumping back here. We don't need these guys, so I'm gonna. Oh, actually, make it. Oh no, they're nowhere near. Oh, this is just one of those men that gets added every now and again. We don't want him. So what we have done is we're already at war with Nepal, Bhutan, and Afghanistan. My only issue is I can't get to them. So I've picked on Tibet, and I'm being knifed to the German Reich because obviously they might invite me into their faction. Improve. So we're kind of being. I'm not sure why we're not invited in, because militarily we're top quality. So watch this space. So now we've got France capitulating and the German Reich have taken France. Vichy France has appeared. Italy, of course, are in the Axis. Over in Asia, we've declared war on Tibet. We're finishing this off, and we'll pop off Nepal and Bhutan while we're at it. I've got some forces up there towards Russia, and yeah, this is very comfortable. We're not even. Again, the only thing that slows this down is more terrain. There we go, Tibet. No surprise there, Tibet. So yeah, the only thing that kind of really puts it away is terrain, because it's, when I say mountainous, that's kind of an understatement because it's the Himalayas, and but that's what we're trying to do. So let's just finish this off. There we are. Right, Bhutan are done. That's it. Bhutan's sorted, and let's just send this guy here, and we'll do that. Job's a good one. And Nepal will become Chinese. And yeah, Xinjiang obviously are worried. So are Mongolia. Oh, let me just press that pause button. Come on, get into them mountains, guys. Done. Okay. You can't moan. They've just invaded the Himalayas, for God's sake. Right. So now we need to just order our forces. We're covering France, we're covering Burma, and of course, we need a force here in the Raj. Xinjiang, of course, they are a concern. Let's reset that boundary. There it is. And of course, we've got our Russian line. So, yeah, a little bit more. We are at war still, but that's Afghanistan. But we can't get to Afghanistan. We will soon. Okay, so massive news now. Let me show you. There we are. The Japanese Empire now. We're part of the German Reich, and we are now with Germany, Romania, Italy against all the Allies. We're just about to start attacking France. We're going to go into the Raj and into Burma. No war with the Soviets at the moment, but obviously we're going to do good. So we're going to start deploying our fleet in the Pacific. Italy wants our help, yep. And this is it. So now we're going to really see things. Can't wait for the Russian one. Our troops should just swim across no trouble and take out the Soviets. Okay, another quick update. We've had capitulation here. We're just finishing off the British Raj as expected. No real pressure there. The German Reich still as they are, although I'm suspicious we're going to kick off on the Russians soon. So I'm going to be keen to finish off the British Raj as soon as possible, and then we can happily and successfully head towards the Soviet Union. I'm already going to start placing some of my guys up here in advance. Let's get them there. And this is going very well. We've got a good naval force surrounding Japan. As you can see, we're flooded with ships and we're making more. So that's good news. And of course, we're at war, but no sign of the United States. They're not at war at all. We're not going to attack them. We want to get rid of Russia. That's kind of the priority that we need to sort out. And again, you can see this on fast mode. The only thing slows us down is terrain. Nothing else. Right. Let's just get rid of these guys. Nothing really to worry about here. So just finishing that off. This ain't going to take long. So that's a shoe-in. I'll be moving my forces up here, and we'll be heading this way once the German right declare war. America are not involved, so at the moment we're good. We're good. So I'll do some housekeeping and update you shortly with this war. Okay, so an update on the war. We got German right now. Moscow. Oh, mouse is a bit jittery. Moscow's gone. Stalingrad's gone. The Japanese Empire. We've literally come all the way around towards Baku. Vladivostok's gone. Again, it's very much a terrain issue because, it's kind of mountainous again here. And this is kind of really kind of out of the way of humanity. But we're going to declare war on these guys. But this is going to end very soon because the Soviets have literally got nothing left. Nothing at all left. So this will end. And we obviously are going to get a load more land. And then we can decide on who's next. So there we go. The Japanese Empire doing a fantastic job. Let's just have a quick look at the current war, Japanese-Soviet war. No, they're still quite a bit away from capitulation, so a little bit strange. I thought they'd have given up by now, but clearly not. So when they've, look at us go. Yep. Just literally knife through butter. Just watching real time the land go. Instant capitulations in different areas. And it's nice to watch. It's nice to watch. So let's just throw those men. You can go in there. There we go. We're starting to move up now. We'll just do a few little bits and bobs. Where are Russia right now? 96%. Right, I'll leave this because it literally is going to end in any moment. Russia blasted from both sides. Right, I'm suspicious something's happening here. There we go. Yeah, you can always tell with that pause. So let me deal with this with the Germans and we'll come back. So the Soviet war has ended and we've done the land deal. So we have all this land up here, all the way across right into Europe. So we kind of squeezed all the way because I was keen to have a naval area here so I can build a naval base and then send the guys. We're also here near Sevastopol, which is fantastic. And then, of course, the German Reich have the remainder. So that's amazing. We're going to take out Sikiang, going to take out Siam and Malaya. And we can start picking on Iran and Iraq and Turkey and commit even more mayhem in the world. But at the moment, Japanese Empire, we're looking good. And remember, this is all with, whoops, wrong button. This is all with one set of infantry and artillery and just a little help with 1,000,000% bonus. That might have something to do with it, I think. So the attack into North Africa starts. And we're just squeezing through past Cairo. And you can see immediately again, it's a knife through butter. This is Britain. And they're unable to stop. Let me just deal with this. We've got a naval fleet. And we have already declared war on the United States. And we've just taken out a heavy cruiser from the US. With our naval patrols, we've took out 6 destroyers. So very solid at the moment in the Sea of Japan. And we're also coming through on this side, helping the Italians. So this is literally the destruction of Britain in North Africa. And even more success against the United States Navy. And the silly thing is, we've only got a couple of our divisions actually engaged in the Sea of Japan. So we've not even got a full whack of naval forces. And we haven't even really got many planes either, because we don't need them. So, very successful. Let's kind of do this. And come up here towards Tobruk. And wrap up the African coast. And of course the rest of our forces are actually down here. And we will. So we've got Free France. Let's come down here, because the Italians and the German army are also here. So this will be perfectly fine. There we are. Right, let's select these guys. And we'll do that. More. Yeah, 7 US submarines we've taken out. And I'm suspicious. Yep, we can declare war on Iran. So the only problem with declaring war on Iran, we've not. But if we do declare, the Germans and the Romanians are going to come through. So let's do that. I don't think there'll be any issues. We will be able to manage the situation quite well. There we are. And again, this should just be a knife through butter. Join war, join war, join war. So you can see what we're doing. I'll pause it again, and I'll let you see soon about Africa and Asia. Sorry, the Middle East. So right now, we've gone deeper into Africa, and we're just literally coming through Free France and Belgium and the UK and heading to the southern point in South Africa. The United States, they just keep losing their navy every time they come near Japan, and at the moment everything is very positive towards our victory. It's 1944. Hang on. So at the moment, we've got Africa, we've got all of Asia. Middle East is now captured, and it's the final part. We've got captured the Isle of Man, which is kind of good. We're just doing an invasion. Britain's going to pop, and then simply it's the Americas. Germany have already got Greenland, so that's shown it. What can Japan do? They can take over the world. Yeah, 1,000,000%. That's all you need. 1,000,000%.